Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content now, we're going to talk about BTC. We will take a look at BTC on a macro scale and what type of price action we could anticipate over the next like a few weeks or even like a few months going forward, right? So now let's dive into the analysis, right? If we take a look at BTC on a 7-day cycle, we talked about it like previously. We will take a look at it on a 7 days, on a 3D time frame, and even on a 50-day cycle, right? So we're just gonna have to repeat what we said so we can be ready for the breakout to the upside, and also what type of a price action on a higher time frame, right? We could anticipate going forward. Could we push all the way up to like 85 90k, or could we get a retest of like a 50k and all that good stuff, right? So now when we take a look at the 7-day cycle, what we said right here was pretty clear. We said the breakout we got, the breakout we got right here on the 7-day cycle was nearly over 27% right here. Okay, in like 7 days, we got nearly 30% breakout, right? And if we compare it to the breakout we got back in like a late July, from like a 32 all the way up to a 41k, was pretty similar. Okay, just about like a 27%. So what we did was like we said exactly the line right here after the breakout. What we said was like it is our defensive line. Okay, I call it the defensive line. It means like once we get the breakout right here, the next following weeks, okay, could be very strong. Okay, could be very strong. If we take a look at it right here, back in 2020, back in October 2020, as soon as we got the 15 to a 20% breakout right here, what happened? Okay, price action could not retest the lows right there, just about like a 11.8, 11.5. After that, everything was pretty much green, okay, until we hit like a nearly 20k, and bears started to show up and saying like, oh, we're gonna dump down to the weekly 21 EMA, we're gonna retest 14k and all that good stuff. What happened, guys? We said we could be pushing much higher above 40k and so on, right? And that's exactly what we're seeing over the last after that, actually, right? So what can we expect right now? Can we go high? Are we going to be able to break out above all-time high, right? So before we talk about breaking out above all-time high, let's take a look at something very important, right? Which is going to be our 3 weeks time frame. The 3 weeks time frame right now, it is extremely bullish, okay, on the regular candles, right? If we take a look at it on the Heikin-Ashi, pretty bullish, okay? We already retested nearly 62k on the Heikin-Ashi, okay, and we're not getting yet a full body candle, but if we close anywhere around like a 61 to a 63, right, or even like a 64, we could get a full body candle on the Heikin-Ashi, right? Something to basically keep in mind. But if we go back to the regular cycle right here, what we said over the last few weeks, guys, we were pretty clear since like when late September, first week of October, we said, guys, right, if we close above 60k, let's just pack our bags because we're going to the moon, right? That's exactly what we said. Just about like a mid-September, we said, let September go away. October, give or take mid-October, early October could be very nice for the bulls. So no need to be in rush. Price is dipping. Let's just let the markets do the work. Bear is going to be pretty aggressive. Bear is going to be pretty aggressive in September, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. We dumped nearly, guys, in September, right? September highs right there on the monthly basis, right? September highs right there, 52, right, down to like a 39.5, nearly 25% volatility from the September high down to the September lows. Was pretty aggressive. So we said, let's just let September go away, and we will discuss what type of a price movement we could get in October. So now if we take a look, if we go back to the 3 week cycle, closing anywhere around like 60k, guys, over the next like 5 days, right? The candle gonna close on the 21st. We're gonna get a new candle on the 22nd. It is going to be a sign of a bull market, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the 50-day cycle right here. The 50-day cycle could just be a it could just be a very, very explosive move, right, over the next like a few weeks. If we close above 60k, we're gonna get a new cycle on the 28th, right? We talk about it, guys. We talk about it so many times, right? If you've been following us long enough. So if you haven't basically subscribed to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can get these macro updates on on a regular basis, right? So as you can see right here on the 50-day cycle, what we're looking at a potential close above 5960K, right? Within the next 12 days. So if that's the case, guys, we're most likely going to be, very, very aggressive, okay, to the upside. Most likely bears, guys, going to get wrecked. Bears, okay, going to get wrecked. We said it right here, guys, back in October, October 27th, 2020, right here, we said zero resistance, okay, zero resistance from right here. Okay, as soon as we broke out above this range, what we said, we're going up to like a 44K price. Price was just about let's say 13K, guys. We were calling for 44K. So now let's see what type of a pump we could get, right, over the next a few weeks, right? So now, if we take a look at BTC in terms of a extension, right? We know we got our dump. We got our dump from a give or take 64, 65K all the way down to 30K. So that's going to be our correction, right? That's going to be our correction. And if we take a look at it, it is a nice right here 55% dump. Okay, whenever you see BTC down like a 50%, you got to be buying. Okay, not calling for lower prices, right? So if we take a look at our Fibonacci, right, not the extension, but just the regular Fibonacci. If we do a swing high, right, starting from a 64.5, 65K down to a 28.8 range, our 1.27, right? Make sure to double click on your Fibonacci right here and make sure to click on your fib levels based on log scale, okay, right here. And if you do that, you could be anticipating what? Some beautiful, beautiful numbers to the upside right here, guys. Okay, next upside target for, right here, 81K. And the, 1.41 extension to the upside going to be somewhere around 91K. Okay, not saying we can't pump all the way up to 100K and all that good stuff. We could even go above 100K because 1.618 extension right here, right, going to be at 107. Okay, going to be at $107,000. So, but in the short term, right, we're just going to wait for the weekly close above 65K, or we could even wait for the, for the 3 weeks time frame to close above a 60K just to get the confirmation of a potential breakout to the upside, right? So now, just to mention something very important in terms of the bearishness, most bears are calling for something like that. Okay, they're calling for something like that. It is a valid pattern, guys. It is pretty valid. So if you bearish, yes, you okay. You could be bear. You could get, you could get BTC down to a 30K. However, guys, as I said, if you take a look at the macro scale on the 50-day cycle, it doesn't look that way. It doesn't look that way at all. It doesn't look that way, right? And if we take a look at the BTC dominance, let's go ahead and take a look at the BTC dominance. If we take a look at the BTC dominance right here, it doesn't seem like, okay, BTC going to be dumping. All right, the BTC dominance once again doesn't care about BTC going up or going down. However, if BTC going to dump down to let's say 30K, like most bears are calling right now, it means the BTC dominance could be pumping all the way up to a 62 and so on, right? So it is possible, but I don't think it is likely. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It is possible, but I don't think, okay, the BTC dominance going to be breaking out all the way up to a 60%, not 60K, but 60%, and BTC price action basically dumping down to 30K. It means Ethereum could dump below a 2K or even $1,000 because the BTC dominance is going to be increasing a lot. Okay, something to keep in mind when the BTC dominance was right here, right? Remember, BTC was somewhere around 30K. So if BTC dominance goes all the way up to 62%, right, and BTC price action is back to 30K, alt will die. Okay, most of these alt will die, right? Something to basically keep in mind. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to cover for today. So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the description. You can also join the Discord public group and all that good stuff, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot.